Right. Hopefully no more death and destruction of internets. Would be cool.
New series, Taxes with Brent.
No, I don't like talking about taxes. It's boring. It's boring.
I thought it was funny.
Funny?
Yeah.
It's not meant to be funny. It's meant to be informational.
I don't know anything about taxes, and I'm not ever planning to learn.
I had to fill out a tax form for the United States yesterday. It was painful. It took me 4 tries to do it because apparently I kept screwing up my information. I didn't. But apparently I did.
I'm sure you had fun.
I didn't. It was the worst experience of my life.
Good company.
A good company? The United States government is a good company, eh?
No, that's not what I was saying at all, and I never would say that.
I was gonna be like, okay.
I was saying you had good company. I'm sure.
Yeah, I guess so. But the United States government, I'm not gonna say is a good company.
No, I would never say that.
If they were a company, I would not invest in them. They seem to have quite a bit of debt. Probably not worth it. No offense, but probably not the best investment. Just saying. Hi, Wow Mage. Welcome. Welcome. Why would the United States ask you to do that? I'm in New Zealand. That's a great question. The answer is because Twitch pays me money and they are a United States entity. Thus meaning that I have to prove that I am not from the United States so they don't have to charge me tax. So, yeah. That's why I did it. That's why I had to do it.
Imagine not being from the United States.
I know, it's almost as if a lot of the world could say that they're not.
Lucky.
Lucky. Yep. Well, I mean, it depends on your word of lucky. You know, like, lucky we're not in the United States, or lucky that we...
I'm not gonna specify.
Okay.
And you can just make up your own meaning.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, that's why I had to do that. Not because I wanted to. I would not want to.
He's so cute.
To do that. He's a bear.
Does he cheat or anything?
Yeah.
What does he do?
He cheats.
What does he do?
That's a great question. He cheats. He's a cheater,
What
cheater,
are the
eliminator.
cheats?
He summons Tower Shield. Go.
Oh. Okay.
Don't worry, I've got a strategy to get around it. It's okay.
Is that his only cheat?
Yeah. That's quite a big
His
Tower
only
Shield.
cheat?
70. Only fans, more like only cheat.
That's the website where men who want to cheat on their wives go.
Yeah. Sure thing. Sure thing. Oh, it's almost as if millions of people can say they're not from the US. So true. So true, dude. So true. Did you just start the stream? No, I've been going for a wee while. My stream crashed though, so they've probably sent out notifications again. Yeah, I've been going for at least 3 hours. But yeah, hi Wowmage. Hi Shadow, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it going today? Hope you're doing well. But yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I'm doing well. I'm okay. I'm okay. A little bit tired, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm allowed to be tired. I'm allowed to be tired, probably. Maybe. Most likely.
No, you're not. As the streamer, you always have to be feeling good. Obviously.
I'm looking well? Well, that's good. I'm glad that I'm looking well.
Aw, that's so sweet.
I'm glad that I'm looking well. I try to look as best as I can. You know, I spent hours doing my makeup this morning.
That's true, I was there.
You were definitely not there. You were late. You were late, okay? You were not there for sure. You were definitely not there.
It wasn't intentional.
I know, I'm just saying you were definitely not there while I was doing my makeup for hours this morning.
I've had a really bad habit of sleeping it. I overslept the other day as well.
So you're saying you don't just do it exclusively for me because you hate me?
Yeah, it's kind of an everybody issue, unfortunately.
That's kind of cute though. You know, at least it's not me, it's you.
I wish I could stop doing that, but I can't.
You just cannot. It is fine. Understandable. Meaning I look well wasted. Well, thank you. I tried. I definitely look a lot better than I did on what? Friday. After I'd been up for over 24 hours editing videos.
That's true. I was there then too.
She was actually there. She saw me and she said, "Oh my gosh, get some sleep, nerd."
I did.
She called me a nerd as well. Very sad.
I don't think I did that,
She
but
did.
how cute he is. I love him so much.
Baylor.
Yeah, look at his little nose.
Yeah. He's cool. That was one quick flight. Not that she saw me IRL, but she saw me in like digital form.
They wouldn't allow me into New Zealand because I'm too powerful.
It's not because you're too powerful. One, you don't have a passport.
Powerful.
One, you don't have a passport, and secondly, you're
get
from
a
the United
passport.
States. Secondly, you're from the United States, and not a New Zealand citizen. So, you have two things going against you at the moment.
No.
I'm sorry.
They're
It's not
afraid
me.
of what I can do.
Look, if
They're
it was
just
me,
afraid of me.
if it was me, I would let you in, okay? But it's not up to me. It's not up to me, dude.
No, I think it's just because they're afraid of me. Which, I mean, fair enough. Like, I get it, but also it's a little rude, you know? Aren't passports only like 20 bucks? I didn't think they were expensive.
I don't know. I think they're like $100 here.
What? Hold on. Oh my god! Oh, passport book. I don't need that.
Standard passports are $191 for an adult passport in New Zealand.
Application fee and execution fee. Dude, this is so much money. The card is only $30. But the book is 110. Bro, what? Why is the book so much money? Do you need the book?
Passports are a scam.
Do you need the book? Is that important?
I don't know.
There's a $35 execution fee for everything.
The card is only good to cross the US or Mexican border. Yeah, you need the book.
Oh my god. Why is that so much money? The book and the card is only $140.
Man, ours is nearly $200. Jeez, you're getting a deal.
Well, then you have to pay the $35 execution fee if you get accepted. $140 is just the application fee.
The book is needed for international travel. Yikes.
Bro, what?
Ours is we don't even have a card. We just get a book.
I need to rush. So if you have to rush your passport, it costs $60. If you need to like have it delivered to your house, 1 to 2 days, it's $18 extra. And then a file search is $150.
Urgent passports here, for an adult are $382.
Oh my god. Dude,
And
you're
it's-
already paying like $2,000 for a plane.
And it's not even
Why?
urgent because you have to wait up to 3 working days. Like that's, you know, if you're paying that much for an urgent thing, you'd kind of expect it like the day after, not 3 working days.
Yeah.
That is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Yeah, but that's kind of funny.
Plus the passport photo. Can't you just take your picture?
We can take
Where
our
do you
picture
get
here.
your passport?
Where do I get my passport?
No, in general, like where do you get passports?
We order them online. usually. Or you can submit a paper form, but why would you do that? When it could get lost in the mail or
Great
whatever.
agency. Ooh, they only have 3 stars. Get wrecked.
The card will also get you across the Canadian border as well. You can go to Canadian land.
I don't have any reason to go to Canada.
Yeah, it's a lot more further than the Mexican border, you know?
I have a friend in Mexico, so it would make sense if I went to Mexico, but it wouldn't make sense if I went to Canada.
Yeah, true. True that. True that. So sad he didn't kill himself. It's tragic. Pass card is good, but only if you're traveling to Canada or Mexico. The passport photo is taken at certain post offices. This sounds like a whole ordeal.
Want to do all that?
You know what's really annoying about the New Zealand passport?
What?
You have to get proof that you're a New Zealander from some other New Zealander that you've known for at least 3 years.
That doesn't make any sense.
Like, even if you've got a birth certificate that's valid, you have to get proof from a New Zealander that you're a New Zealander. Like, isn't that kind of weird?
That is weird. Oh my god, CVS takes your passport photos.
Nice.
Why do you get your passport photo taken at a pharmacy?
Because pharmacies do everything these days, honestly.
Oh, you can get it at Walgreens too.
Pharmacies do everything these days, man. They probably get money for the government from it, you know?
Oh, you can get it from UPS. I'm learning so much today.
This is amazing. But how long does it until it expires?
Like 10 years, I think.
Exactly. So like $200 over 10 years. That's not crazy amounts, you know. Like it's still a lot, but like not crazy amounts.
If you're 16 or older, then it's valid for 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. And what? 200 divided by 10 is $20 a year. Which isn't too crazy.
It is that's expensive, WoW Mage. If you're already spending like $2,000 on plane tickets, and then, you know, whatever you spend on your vacation, which could be obscene amounts of money, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's over 10 years, though.
Yeah, but vacations are... Well, I guess this is coming from, like, a poor person, but, like, vacations are not things that happen.
Well, according to the New Zealand government, one of the things for poverty in New Zealand is if you don't go on an overseas vacation every year.
What?
Yeah, I haven't been on an overseas vacation since 2015. But I wouldn't describe myself as being in poverty.
What?
Yeah. That's on one of our government's websites when they were like redoing, like making sure people, you know, when they were doing like a whole bunch of policies around child poverty and stuff. If you haven't been on a vacation every year overseas somewhere, apparently you're in poverty in New Zealand. And me and my mum were like, what? Excuse me, come again?
That's not...
I'm not saying that I agree with that. I'm not
that.
saying that I agree with that. I just want to make that very clear. I'm just saying that that is like part of our government's like research that means that you're in poverty in New Zealand apparently. Not saying that I agree with that because that's a little bit stupid. But yeah, apparently. The US actually has one of the lowest rates of international travels. Yeah, but like New Zealand, everywhere's so expensive to get out of the country, you know? Like, I can't even look up flights at the moment because there's just none going anywhere, but... I can't leave my country, but yeah, like if you want to go to Australia, it's still pretty expensive. It's like some things are like up to $600 return, which is kind of crazy. But yeah. But apparently, according to that is a part of the thing that you could be in hardship and poverty.
Dude, how many people can even afford to go somewhere every year?
I know, right?
That's ridiculous.
It is.
We killed him.
We did. I leveled up. I'm now level 101. This is fantastic. I have evolved. But yeah, I haven't been out of the country since 2015. So apparently I could have been in hardship for at least 5 years of my life.
Man, just over here like, man, traveling sounds so fun. I hope I get to do that someday. Dude, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, but then it is for 10 years, so like you can go wherever you want for
Yeah, but
10 years, you know.
how many times will I be able to afford a vacation in 10 years? Probably once.
Well, I mean, it depends on like your
Unless I somehow marry
job,
into Jeff
and if you
Bezos'
manage
family or something.
Yeah, exactly. You're married to Space Penis Man, then problem solved.
Which I'm not trying to do at the moment.
You know what they say, the way to be a perfect woman, to be a successful woman, you either work hard or you marry into it.
Jesus Christ.
And you could do both. I believe in you. But generally, the easier way is to marry into it. Unfortunately.
See, I have too much baggage to marry into a rich family. They wouldn't let me in.
Yeah, I mean, you do have a good point about that.
Gee, thanks.
Not in like a harsh way, but I'm saying.
Gee, thanks.
Okay, forget I said that. That's bad.
Oh my god.
Last time I left the US was 2,500 USD. Oof. Or marry someone in the military.
I would not do that.
Don't want an army boy
No.
or an army woman.
Nope. I do not.
Tragic.
I could not handle it.
You know what's really weird? Going to military bases. It's so weird.
I've never been to it.
I have. I did an event there. I was setting up an event there last year. Yeah, last year. It was kind of weird. Like, it's really cool, but like, it's just such a different like atmosphere, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it feels like you're back at school, but like it's all like old people or older people, you know? Than like
Old people school?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, it's just a little bit strange. But I have so much respect for those people who are in like military services. They're cool. It's just a little bit weird for a civilian, as I was called, to go into a army base and, you know, see the behind the scenes, I guess. But yeah, I had to get the military police to make sure that I was okay.
Oh my god.
They had to do a background check on me, which is kind of cool.
And then you got arrested.
No,
and
no,
then
no,
you're
no,
in
no,
jail
no,
for
no,
10
no,
years.
no, I didn't want to be arrested. Nope. Didn't get arrested. Luckily. They haven't done anything that is arrest worthy either, so yeah. But yeah, they had to do a background check on me, which is interesting.
You had to make sure you were a nice guy.
NZ is all volunteer. It's not volunteer, you get paid to do it. But it's not like compulsory conscription. If that's what you mean by volunteer, it's not compulsory. There's no compulsory conscription. I need one more.
I didn't get any.
Oof. Hold up, I need to take out some shitter. That's what you mean? Yeah. We don't have compulsory conscription, but it's basically a full-time job. Plus they will actually pay for basically all of your education, your like further education as well, which is really cool. There are some really decent benefits to people in New Zealand who want to join the military. And that's really cool. I like that. I really like that. I don't know if that's the case overseas. You're in the Navy, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Pay for some of your schooling. I don't know if it's all or not. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's.
I have opinions on that. So.
I'm pretty sure that. I think it's all. They'll pay for all of your education, like tertiary education. Yeah.
It probably is here as well. I don't remember because the recruiters tried to talk to me once,
Yeah.
And I got really mad at them.
Oh my. Hmm. Oh, thank you for the raid, Mythic Sane. Welcome, all of you. How are you going? How was your stream? Hope it went well. Hope it went well. Welcome, good boy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? How's it going? We are just questing through Chrysalis. Hi, Calamari. Welcome, welcome, all of you. It went great, but you're very hungry. You should go and get some food. Food is always good. Always good. Yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wrinkly Venus. Welcome.
Great name.
Yeah, great name. Food is overrated, though. I mean, yes and no. Yes and no. Food is cool. Food is good. I enjoy food. Food is great. You know, there's a time and a place for food, and generally that's a lot of the time.
Just because I want to, and I guess we can call it for New Zealand.
Thank you, WowMage, for the 200. Very much appreciated. Very much. Oh yeah, there's a rugby game against New Zealand and the United States today. I bet we're gonna absolutely destroy you guys, because you guys suck.
I got one.
Nice. I have all of them.
Well, you can stay here and help me anyways.
I will. I'm like that. I would help you.
Mm-hmm.
Did we win? Oh my gosh, we absolutely destroyed you in rugby in Washington, D.C. Do you want to know the score?
Sure.
104 to 14.
Well, you know, GG, I guess. I've never seen anybody play rugby before. So
Rugby is it's like American football but better.
I don't like football either, so.
But it's better, so.
The only sports that I care about are hockey.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Fair enough.
Unless the Olympics are on, then I'm like, yay, sports.
Understandable. Yeah. But yeah, rugby is still a really new sport in the US. Yeah, I understand that. We've been playing it for years and years. Like, ages and ages. It's our national sport as well. And we are like the second best team in the world, so I was expecting us to win. I don't really follow rugby too much, but yeah, it's always funny to see the score. I mean, I think you guys could do quite well at it, though, like, in the future. Because it's kind of like football, but a little bit more full on for, like, a lot of the people. Because it seems like football, you just keep stopping all the time, which is kind of weird. Kind of weird. But yeah, I think you would do quite well at it in the future. But yeah. Yeah. I wasn't surprised that we won. I thought we would. We've only lost, what, one game this year so far? And that was against the world champs. But we did beat them the week before that, so, you know, we're pretty good. We're pretty good. But yeah. I think it's cool that other countries like the US are getting into rugby. Because it is a great sport. I think. Just be like you and consume only water. Yes, who needs food when all you need is water? I agree with this statement. Considering I live most of my life filling up myself with just water, I agree. I agree.
What?
I don't actually eat crazy amounts. Like, some days I'll just skip lunch and just drink water instead.
I got
You
2
know.
out of 3.
Oh my gosh, these guys hate you, dude.
Yeah.
What have you done to them? Why do they hate you?
Nothing. I've never done anything in my life ever.
Why do they hate you? Now, if it was baseball, it would be a different story. Yeah, that's because we don't... do we have... I think we have a baseball team, yeah. But we don't really play baseball. We don't really play baseball. It's just not something that we do. We're good at, like, a couple things. Rugby. Cricket, kind of. We are, like, the world champions in cricket at the moment, so... Cricket. That's about it. That's about it. So, yeah. There's only a... yeah, that's it. But then we also don't have like the advantage of having 300 million people either. So, you know, we have a slight disadvantage in that instance. We can't be good at everything. You know, like we can't win all of the medals that you guys win in the Olympics, for instance, because we don't have that many people that are good at that sport.
You just gotta get good.
No, we can't. Our land can't fit 300 million people in it. there's a significant difference between having 300 million people who can like do things instead of having 5 million who can do some things, but not as many as 300 million people because there's less people to choose. You see, but yeah, a lot of New Zealanders mountains.
Just eat the mountains.
Is this what we're going from? Eat the rich to eat the mountains?
You can do both. You can
Oh, hi Hurricane, welcome. Welcome. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, there are quite a few mountains in New Zealand. Let's find out. 60% of the South Island is covered by mountains. So, you know, it's that is quite a bit. I live in the South Island as well, so, you know. It is quite mountainous. We have the lovely Southern Alps that,
Oh, finally.
called. You got it, yay. Nice. Welcome, little Mosin. How are you? Welcome. Dun, 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 dun. Restore the walking flower font. What type of font are we using today?
Comic Sans.
Comic Sans? Sounds good.
No, Impact.
Impact? That's a good one. I'm doing fantastic. Fantastic. You see, I keep changing what I say, you know? Just because I can't say that. Exactly, I can't say the same thing all over the time. Every time. Otherwise, they'll know that I'm just repeating what I say. You know? Then they'll think that it's all scripted. Or, like, pre-recorded. Someone actually asked me the other day. Not the other day, but, like, ages ago. If these were actually live.
They're not. This is all pre-recorded.
Yes, I reply to you in chat. But it's all pre-recorded, you know, because I know exactly what you're gonna say.
See, Brent's pre-recorded, but I'm not. Like, I'm here live, and he isn't.
Uh-huh. You want to go to the historic town of Queenstown in the South Island? It looks so beautiful. Queenstown's amazing. It's very, very touristy. If you want to go to more historic stuff that is close to Queenstown, there's Arrowtown, which is like a very historic gold mining town, and that's super cool. Super duper cool. That is weird. Why would that be held up? They aren't live. They just predicted you would be watching this pre-recorded stream at this exact moment. Exactly. Brent is a figment of the imagination. Yep, for sure.
Yep.
I am.
Brent isn't real. He can't hurt you. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. I can't hurt you. It's fine. I'm not actually here. This is all an illusion. But yeah.
It's just AI.
Yeah. But yeah, Arrowtown is really cool. That's like a historic gold mining town, which is just outside Queenstown. I think it's like, what, 20-30 minutes out? And that's super cool. Very touristy as well. But a lot of the stuff in that area it's basically like a very big tourist hotspot in both summer and winter. So yeah, there's not really like a great time to go. I'd probably say more the summer than the winter, because in the winter it's, one, a little bit harder to get around because it's a lot snowier, and secondly, there's generally a lot less people in the, well, not a lot less, but a few less people in the summer, because obviously winter skiing, snowboarding, stuff like that. But yeah, Queenstown is cool. I go down there at least once a year. My parents are actually down there at the moment, which is kind of cool. Yeah. But yeah, it does get kind of hot in the summer as well. So if you're used to hot weather, probably the summer would be a bit better, instead of like cold weather that has like a maximum of 5 degrees, if that, each day. So yeah.
Imagine being used to hot weather.
I know, right? I could never.
Pretty cringy.
You like the historical towns, can learn so much. Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. But Arrowtown, if you want to go to like a really historical place near Queenstown, Arrowtown is definitely better than Queenstown. Queenstown's just a way, is basically just way too over touristified, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Is that words?
I think so.
Okay, I'm sure they know what I mean. They know what I mean, right?
Probably. Twitch and friend.
Yeah, basically, like it's way too. There's too many tourists, and it's just a lot of the like old stuff isn't really as noticeable. Whereas in Arrowtown, it's like basically built around being an old gold mining town, which is really cool and interesting. So, yeah, would recommend going there if you're going to Queenstown and want to do tourist things, but historical tourist things. Yeah. But then there's also a whole bunch of vineyards, which are really cool. You can go to the wineries. There's winery tours that you can go on, especially in the summer. Summer is the best time for that. I really need to be sponsored by the New Zealand
I was about to say, you're the
government.
head of the tourism industry, aren't you?
Well, I mean, it's suffering at the moment, okay? It's suffering, man. It's really suffering. And considering most of our GDP comes from tourism, it's not doing great. It's a slight issue.
He's over here promoting services we can't even get into.
Yeah, I know. It's for when you can get into, you see. You'll be so hyped that when you can get back into New Zealand, it'll be great.
In 2025?
Hopefully next year. That's the current plan. Next year, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, like, it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, winery tours are fun. So many good wineries down there. Drinking age 18. So even if you're kind of young, you know, you can go to the wineries, drink, have fun. Yeah, there's the Gibson Valley, which is near Queenstown. Really cool. Whole bunch of wineries down there. Really nice place. Nice and sunny. Planes fly directly over it, which is kind of weird, but also cool. It's Divim! It's my boy. He's back. He's back. If I ever get to New Zealand, I'm going to hire Brent to be my personal tour guide. Tour guide. I can speak, I swear. Yeah, probably. You can do that. You can do that.
Dude, what's your rate? What's your rate?
What's my rate? I've never been asked this question before. I don't know.
Yeah, because you said I should visit. So what's your rate? Because I don't want to go over budget.
For you, I would do it for free.
Is that illegal? No, because I owe you ice cream.
I'll do it for one ice cream then.
Okay.
For other people, I would unfortunately have to make some arrangements.
Oof.
But yeah, I'll do it for free for you, Rose. But
I'm honored.
yeah, you will pay cash. Cash is good. I love cash.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's a great place. New Zealand is a cool place, and there's also a whole bunch of cool places in the North Island as well, which is generally where you're going to be landing, because most people fly into Auckland, which is in the North Island. So yeah, but it's also cool. Find the mouse sign. What does this even mean?
It's weird.
It's like right in the middle of the people. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Cash is in USD. Understandable.
He doesn't want our stinky green dollars.
USD is not a foreign currency. We can't be accepting that in New Zealand. That's the only bad thing about New Zealand is the cash rate. When you're going from New Zealand dollars to US dollars is terrible. When you're going the other way, you get a decent deal. But when you're going New Zealand dollars to US dollars, it is not a decent deal. Do you have a blade?
Enchanted.
That's fine.
Yes.
It's fine. This should still kill, hopefully. Hopefully should still kill. Would be good. But yeah, no, New Zealand's great. There's also a whole bunch of cool places in the North Island. Rotorua is quite popular if you want to see like geothermal stuff. Yeah, there's Auckland, which is not like a great place, but it's basically like the biggest city. So if you want to see a big city, what a big city that has like 2 million people looks like, a New Zealand big city, then sure you can go there. because it's not a big city in comparison to the United States. So it's like a small city, but it's the biggest one. It's the biggest, smallest one. Yeah. And then there's Wellington, which probably wouldn't recommend you going there. It's the capital. It's kind of boring. You could see the weird Parliament building, which is like a beehive. That's what it's called. It's called the Beehive. Its legal name is the Beehive.
Its birth certificate.
Yeah, like if you're sending mail to the Prime Minister or something, I'm pretty sure you just send it to, you'd put like the Beehive and then her office number.
So
and they
weird.
know exactly where it is. Yeah. It's just it's like the White House, you know. It has a
I've
funny
never
name.
written a letter to the White
Yeah, I know, but like, it's like the White House. Everybody knows it in the country, you see. I mean, everybody outside of the US also knows about the White House, but you get my point. Yeah.
This is an educational stream.
Apparently so. You've been to big cities. That's cool. You probably won't want to go to Auckland. It's weird. It's gross. Also, it's got a weird climate. You have every single season all in one day, every day. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Auckland's not a cool place. I don't really like Auckland. It's just not great. It's just not really a fan of Auckland. But then you could also, if you want to go above Auckland, there is Northland, which is cool. There's a whole bunch of cool things. You could go to Kaitaia, which is the top of the North Island, the highest part of New Zealand, or the most northern part of New Zealand, I should say. There's also Waitangi, which is where the Treaty of Waitangi was signed, which is basically the treaty to end, to have the English and the Maori, the indigenous people of New Zealand, come together and form New Zealand, which is kind of cool. What else? What else is there? Rotorua. There is Hobbiton as well. I think that's just south of Auckland. I don't actually know where that is. If you like Lord of the Rings and that sort of stuff. I don't, but it was filmed here. You can go on Lord of the Rings like tours as well. In like around Queenstown, because a lot of it was filmed down there as well, which is cool. I've never been on that either. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of cool things you can do in New Zealand. Load up on allergy meds.
Just get local honey.
We have Manuka honey, which is the best honey in the world.
If you eat local honey, it will help your allergies a little bit.
Manuka honey is the best honey in the world, I believe.
I mean, I don't know about all that. I'll
It's-
take your word for it, but I'm just saying,
It is. It's a
if
very
eating
good.
local honey at wherever you go will help you.
I believe it's like some of the best honey in the world. I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. It's quite
Take your word.
It's because it comes from like a specific type of nectar that the bees get. The Manuka tree. Fun fact. Yeah. It's monofloral, which means it has a distinctive flavor. So, yeah, it's really good. It's very, very good. And also stuff from New Zealand has to be independently tested and pass the Manuka honey science definition test as specified by our government. To make sure that it is actually Manuka honey. It's like one of the things that is most heavily like controlled to make sure that like bad honey is not called Manuka honey. You have to have specific like honey to be called Manuka honey. It's like really specific. The combustibles are crates, by the way.
Yep, just figured that out.
Yeah. I'm like, what are we collecting here? Crates, that's right. Yeah. But yeah, that would be my... You just stole that
I stole
from
them
me.
all.
How dare
I'm
you.
sorry.
How dare you, dude?
Look, they spawned back.
Yeah, I know. I'm done. I'm done. Very cool. But yeah,
Thought you were gonna say I'm an armadillo. I don't know why.
Why would I say I'm an armadillo?
I don't know. I don't know what you're into. I don't
Not
judge you for
armadillos,
what you
that's
do
for
in your
sure.
spare time.
Not armadillos.
Armadillos are so cool. One time I almost got in a car crash because of an armadillo because I was walking across the street. It was really dark and I wasn't wearing my glasses. And my friend was
Yikes.
driving and then I like I was like, "Oh my god, what's that?" Like really, really, really loud because I'm a loud person. And she swerved and we almost died.
Oh my gosh.
It was really funny though.
Until you died, and then it wasn't funny.
No, we were in a neighborhood. It was fine.
According to the show, both Australia and New Zealand are both claiming the type of honey as their own. That's a common thing. There's a lot of things that Australia claims that is clearly ours. But they didn't come up with the word manuka because that's a Maori word, so therefore they're wrong. It is ours.
I'm
Just saying. They're wrong. But yeah, there's a lot of things that Australia claims are theirs, but they're actually ours. They technically claim our whole country as theirs, but it's ours. So, I mean, I can understand you, kind of understand where this is coming from. So, yeah. It's a thing. It's a whole thing, you know? It's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, legally in the Australian Constitution, New Zealand is part of Australia.
How rude.
Is a state of Australia, I should say. I think I would just stay away from that honey. Fair enough. I'm not really a fan of honey personally, so yeah. I don't blame you. I won't take it as an offense. Because I'm not particularly a fan of honey. I'm just not sweet enough for it. But yeah. Yikes. Okie dokie. Time for some boys to die. Ho ho! But yeah, if you want to come to New Zealand, would recommend once you're allowed to. It's a very cool place. 11 out of 10 would recommend.
They need tourism.
This segment is not sponsored by the New Zealand government or tourism industry. I wish it was. I would love their money. They don't sponsor me though. They don't sponsor me. Very sad. Very sad. But yeah. It's a cool place. It's a cool place. There's just quite a lot to do. If you like adventure, great place. If you like learning things, great place. If you like none of the above, no, that's the adventure bit. If you like none of the above, then I don't know what you like in life. But yeah.
But you're not allowed to just like climb them, are you?
You can.
Really?
Yeah.
You're allowed to just go up. What if you just die?
Will you die? You're allowed to climb them at your own risk.
So there's nobody like monitoring it? So you can just climb up there and die and like nobody will know, and then the next time somebody climbs they'll find your dead body?
Yeah, I mean, if you go missing, they'll probably send a search party out for you. But if you're in the mountains, there's no hope. There's no real guarantee that they'll find you. Usually you would go with other people.
I want to go up a mountain.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm not climbing up a mountain with you.
I only want to go like a couple feet up a mountain.
Okay.
I'm afraid of heights.
We can do some small mountains.
I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah, there's some small
So
mountains that we
unless
could
you
climb,
want to deal with that.
I don't want to go up a mountain to start with, so I'm not the one
Okay.
saying. I'm sorry for coming in, no homo, sudden, but can someone help me with Azteca? I can't, but there might be someone in chat who could be able to possibly help you. I'm not sure though. Team up is a really good option. Team up is usually kind of helpful. And you can generally get some people to quest with. Whether they're good or not, that is another question in itself entirely. But yeah, you can find some good people using team up, or just go to popular realms and see if anybody's around and ask them for help. And then I guess you could always go to the commons and see if, especially if you're stuck on just a boss and you've tried team up and it didn't really help. Go into the commons on a really popular realm and just ask people if they can help, but don't be too needy, otherwise people will ignore you. But yeah, that's my advice. That's my advice. That is my advice. Thank you for coming to Advice Time with Brent. I hope you enjoyed. But yeah, mountains are cool, man.
I want to go up one, but I don't think there's any amount of anxiety meds in the world that can handle that type of fear.
I mean, it depends. You wouldn't want to do it in the winter, that's for sure.
No,
winter
I would
is a
die.
very dangerous time to do that. I need 2 more. Need 2 more. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, winter's just dangerous because it's snowy and cold, and especially if you're in the mountains, weather can change really quickly. Let alone in New
And then you
Zealand,
die.
weather can change really quickly. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Whereas in the summer, it's a
Yeah,
little
I
bit
don't
more
want to go
safer.
up a mountain. I just want to, like,
Go up a hill.
no, I want to go like 3 feet up a mountain, and that's it.
I'll take you up a hill.
No, it's not the same.
Wow,
There's hills here.
You could describe them as mountains.
No,
Yeah.
I would know the difference,
Okay.
so it doesn't count.
Well, if you come to New Zealand, I'll take you up a mountain.
Okay. I have to see one first.
See a mountain.
Yeah.
If you fly
It's
into
very
if you fly
important.
into Christchurch, you can see them.
Well, that's only if I get a window seat.
No, but if you fly into Christchurch, you walk out the airport, you can see mountains. Literally,
you
if I'm
can't
driving to
fly
the
into
airport, I will see mountains directly in front of me.
You have to fly into Auckland. From here.
Oh, so you're gonna drive down all the way to Christchurch to see me.
I don't know. You're being a bit needy. This is taking a lot, you know? This is a lot of commitment.
I'm just gonna say you probably won't see, well, technically mountains. You will see mountains in Auckland, but they're volcanoes, so they're not quite the same.
Dude, I want to eat lava.
They're all extinct. They don't have lava.
That's bad.
We killed the volcanoes. They died.
Save the volcanoes.
No, we don't need that. If
Bring
you
them
want active ones, you gotta kind of go out a little bit into the sea. On a boat.
Oh, I would never do that.
Exactly. So, yeah. Not really ideal. Also, I think that volcano is currently not accepting tourists because it exploded while people were there, like 2 years ago.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, not great. I got it. Did you get it?
I need one more.
Oh my gosh. These guys hate us. But yeah, that was slightly bad. That was the whole thing. But yeah, so I think it's still kind of like active, so I don't think they're doing much of that at the moment. The government got kind of annoyed that people were there while it was exploding. So there's a whole bunch more rules and regulations to do with danger tourism, which is cool, but I mean, we don't have tourism at the moment, so it doesn't really matter too much at the moment.
Fair enough.
We don't need another Pompeii, thanks though. True. But luckily most of the volcanoes like on the mainlands of New Zealand are extinct and don't explode as
Well,
much.
I just think lava's so cool.
Go to Hawaii. That's in
No.
in America, man.
I don't want to go to Hawaii.
That's where you'll see lots of lava.
Yeah, but I don't want to go there.
Why not?
'Cause they don't. It's. I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts about it. They're not stream unpackable thoughts.
Okay. I'm just saying because if you do that, you don't need the passport. Plus, it's still in America, so you still use your currency.
Care about the currency.
Okay, I'm just trying to give you some benefits. I'm just.
If I travel, I don't want to travel in America. That's so lame. I'm already here.
But like Hawaii is different. Like Hawaii is really different to America. You know? Especially if you don't go to Honolulu and go outside of Honolulu, it's really different to America. Like it feels more like a Pacific island. I would know, I've been to both. And also America. So
I'm like afraid of islands.
why?
'Cause
Don't come to New
I
Zealand then.
understand.
We're two islands. we're islands. Don't come to New Zealand then.
No, I have to. I'm like legally obligated at this point.
But you're afraid of islands. Why?
Well, the thing is, I don't like the way the ocean smells. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Too salty for you?
It makes me like physically nauseous. Yeah, I get sick whenever we drive past the beach.
Understandable. I'll note to take you to lakes instead of beaches.
I don't like lakes either.
Why not?
I don't like any bodies of water. I think it's because I nearly drowned whenever I was a kid.
I'm sorry, but I'm taking you to a lake. Why did I hit? I'm taking you to a lake. I'm sorry. If you come to New Zealand, I'm taking you to a lake.
Why?
Mainly because that's where the mountains are.
Do I have to get in the lake?
No!
Oh, okay, okay. Then that's
You're just gonna see it every day.
As long as I don't have to be in the water.
No,
that's okay.
no. You wouldn't want to get into the lake. It's like 8 degrees. It's freaking cold. I hate getting into the lake. It's cold. Really cold. Yeah.
I'm terrified of lake water because you can't see through it. And it's just like gross, and there's things in there, and they all want to kill you.
Okay. You definitely need to come to New Zealand. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen.
Well,
trust me.
Y'all gotta open up first. I think I have enough to afford a plane ticket.
When it
Like,
does, I'm gonna make it happen.
I think I have enough for a round trip, but
When it does, I'm making
that's
it
all the
happen.
money I have.
And trust me, I'm making it happen when it does happen. Let's just pass. Power pips suck.
How many?
Late to the follow, but mythic raid. Thank you for the follow, Wrinkly. Very much appreciate it. Also, thank you for sticking around. Very much appreciate it too. Hope you're doing well. Power pips, where are they? Not existent. That's
I'm
where they are.
taking all of them. Sorry, my bad.
This is so sad. This is tragic. Oh my gosh. How dare you take all of them? The
Just
audacity, dude.
greedy.
The audacity. Once we've finished this area, I'm gonna have a quick break. Because I actually need more water. Again. So,
Drinking water.
I know.
Embarrassing. Staying hydrated. Cringe.
I've drunk a whole bottle and a half today already.
I haven't. I don't know why I clicked that, but okay.
What are you clicking?
I accidentally
Random
healed.
cards? Ah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I randomly clicked to hit first round. Wasn't a good idea. Was not a good idea at all. But hey, we're still here. It's fine. We're still alive. We would never die. We would never die. Never, ever, ever. You got a few friends who moved to Northern Canada from New Zealand, and now they're back to New Zealand. Controlled here. Fair enough. I mean, Canada and New Zealand are pretty similar in like terms of politics and like worldview. Generally, same with the UK and Australia. We're kind of like very similar countries, so I'm not too surprised that there's a lot of people who move between these 4 countries: New Zealand, Canada, UK, and Australia. It's kind of like a whole sort of thing, mainly because it's just a very similar sort of vibe for all of those countries, which is cool or not cool, depending. I have 2 of 3.
Me too.
Nice. But yeah, I would like to go see Canada once. Just once.
You have to see Texas.
I do want to go to Texas as well, yeah. I also want to go to New York. Just to see
New
it.
York seems so scary.
Just once. Just literally just once.
My
Even if it's
aunt
just
lives
like,
there.
even if it's like an hour, you know? I'd probably be stuck in traffic for an hour. But maybe
Yeah, good luck
maybe a
getting
day.
through the streets.
Maybe a day. Maybe a day. A day in New York. That's it. I've been to LA. Terrible place. Wouldn't want to go back. It just
Rough reviews.
it just doesn't have,
Tough crowd.
you know, there's things that I would like to see in like LA, California, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to go back, you know. It's just a little bit, there's just way too many people, and it's just like traffic, terrible. Terrible. We drove from LA to San Diego. That was an interesting experience. Vancouver, Canada is like, yeah, I've heard it's a really nice place. Yeah. I'd like to go to Canada. I think it would be kind of cool to see. Yeah. I also really want to go see the Grand Canyon as well. Would you go with me to see the Grand Canyon?
If you want to, yeah.
Okay.
If you go anywhere, I'll go with you.
Okay, that's good. I also want to go to Alaska as well.
Unless you want to go into the ocean, in which case I'm gonna have to leave you there.
Nah, I'm not really a fan of the ocean. I don't really want to go into the ocean, you know.
Anywhere else, I'll follow if you go. So
Used to live there. It's a nice area, but horrible for work. Fair enough. It's like New Zealand at the moment. Like the one bad thing. This is not for tourists, obviously, but like for people who live in New Zealand, we have a very bad housing problem at the moment. Houses are super expensive, and so is like the cost of living in general, which isn't great. That's like the one real bad thing about New Zealand at the moment, in my opinion. Just houses, super duper 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 expensive. And then like the cost of living, like just shopping for food, petrol, super super expensive as well, which isn't great. Is not great at all. Right. Decline. Don't need side quests. No, thank you. Montreal was nice when you went. Montreal is always good, especially the old buildings. You like them? Fair enough. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. Yeah. Make $5 grand a month and barely scraping by. Yeah. I think there's just a lot of, I mean, it doesn't help with the whole pandemic at the moment, where like shipping and all of that sort of stuff is a huge issue. But also in New Zealand's case, the last like 3 governments haven't really done anything to address housing. It's just that's like not great. What's really cool is both of like the main 2 parties, which usually oppose each other, are actually coming together to sort out a solution to the housing issue, which is kind of cool. It's the first time that that's ever happened, which is good. They're kind of finally putting politics behind and trying to sort out the issue. I don't know how well they're going to sort it out, but they're trying, and that's good. But yeah, it's just a little bit, it is a little bit difficult, especially with fuel prices. Fuel prices are really what kills it, because we pay so much tax and fuel, like over half of the cost of fuel. I think it's up to like basically 3/4 of the price is just tax, which is kind of ridiculous. And it's really funny seeing Americans complain about fuel prices when they're like so much more cheap than they are here in New Zealand.
I know in Texas it's usually really cheap, so everywhere else is like, well, whenever in Texas, if it gets like two something, people complain. So
Yeah, and you're lucky because that's because you do a lot of oil production in Texas, right? Or a decent
Yep.
amount, yeah. Whereas in New Zealand, we can't do that anymore. The government shut them all down. In the name of climate, which is cool, but also, you know, people have their opinions on that. But yeah, fuel prices are just exorbitantly high. It's crazy. It's crazy. And they've like tripled in the last like 3 years, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I wish the parties would do that here, but they just want the power. Yeah, it's that's the problem with politics. Everybody there is just there to push their own agenda. They don't actually really generally care about, you know, the people in general. Like, there are some people who do, don't get me wrong, there's always some people that do, but generally it's not really a thing that politicians do. You know, they're either paid by some big corporation, or they're, you know, being bribed or whatever, you know, but they're not generally there to deal with the actual issues of what is actually happening. But yeah, you work in oil and gas on the amount of time before it kind of goes that way and completely screws us. Yeah, well, New Zealand, basically, I think it was 2018 when the government that's currently in power got in. They basically banned all oil and gas exploration, which is good. I understand why they did it, but also it did destroy a whole bunch of jobs, and also has not had a good benefit to prices of power and fuel and stuff like that, which have significantly increased. Yeah, so yeah, it's a little bit weird. There's only so much that you can do, unfortunately. But yeah, it's outweighed by politicians who want to do their own thing, no matter what their party is associated with. Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I've noticed recently about politics, I don't usually talk about politics, and I don't really want to go like too much into my opinions, because, you know, opinions bad. It's just way too divisive at the moment. Like, just everywhere you go, it's just like, it's either one or the other. You know, there's not like a whole, like, there's not enough compromise. It's like, it's just a little bit toxic. Politics at the moment is just a little bit too toxic for my likings. Yeah. But yeah, that's probably about where we're gonna leave that conversation, because I don't really like going too much into politics on stream, because I try and make it a place where we're not talking about that sort of stuff and kind of having fun. But yeah, it's there's always things that you can improve, and there's always things that, you know, don't need improving, but hey, it's how it is. Gotta deal with it. The best way to change that is to vote. That is the moral of the story, and that is where we're gonna leave it. I think that sounds like a good idea. But yeah, I have scissors again. Why do I keep picking up scissors?
put the scissors down.
No, I like scissors. They are fun to play with. Chop chop.
You need to buy yourself one of those fidget cube things.
I had one and then it broke.
Get
Very
a new
sad.
one.
Oh, but that costs money, where I have scissors and they don't cost money because I already got them.
I have one and it cost me like $4.
Yeah, that also means going out to a shop to find one, you know, and ugh. That's just too much energy that I can't waste.
I was about to say, oh, just ordered it on Amazon.
Yeah, and
My
it'll
mom,
get here.
I was telling my mom about this, how you were like, oh, we don't really use that too much here. My mom goes, what are they, a third world country? I was like, Mom, you can't say that. That's not how that works.
Oh my god, it all has to come through Australia, and at the moment it's not, you don't get things from Australia very quick. It's like, you get the things from Australia at the same time you get the things from China, and usually China's the bad one, you know, like usually it takes like 3 months to get from China, At the moment, that's what it's like from New Zealand to Australia at the moment. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The one thing that I hate about the current, like, issues facing the world is shipping sucks. There's just too much backlog on, and like, especially the New Zealand harbors, but I'm sure it's happening all over the world. It is just painful. It is so painful. Could you help me speed through Azteca? Not today. Not today. There could be someone in chat that is willing to help. But I'm trying to speed through Chrysalis at the moment. Yeah. Usually I would say yes, but today, no, not today, sorry. Not today, sorry. But yeah. That's the one thing that I hate at the moment, is just shipping times. It's just ridiculous. So slow. So slow. Do you have that same issue?
No.
Maybe it is just a New Zealand thing.
Not that I can think of. I mean, anytime I've ordered a package, it's come in 3 days, so.
Lucky for some.
I'm getting mail from my friends within a couple days. So yeah, everything's fine. Like within the States. I haven't ordered anything from out of the country, so.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It takes 3 to 4 months to ship stuff from China. It does. It does. China is super slow. Look, they make a lot of things, okay? I'll give them credit where credit's due. They make a lot of things. I don't agree with their policies in their country. I think they do some absolutely abhorrent things to certain people. But I'll give them credit. They make a lot of things. Whether they're high quality or not, that's up for debate. But their shipping times are so terrible. Like, seriously. Seriously, their shipping times are so slow. It's ridiculous, man. When you get to Morganth, I can help if you want. That would be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool. Let me blade. Last time I ordered stuff from Amazon, it arrived fairly quickly. You're lucky. You're lucky that you have a company like Amazon that can, like...
I have of shipping anything took, like, forever anyways. And that was pre-disaster, so...
Yeah.
I think maybe you're the problem. I'm starting to think that's what it is.
You can't
Not
just
you,
blame
but
me.
you know, like...
Where I live is the problem.
Yeah.
It's not you, it's your country.
Yeah.
Okay, I see how it is. Huh?
I was gonna do that.
Oh, you can do that. That's cool. I'll blade again. Yeah, but like, it's just, New Zealand doesn't have the infrastructure to have Amazon. It just doesn't.
You remember how you were like, oh, what a nice bag you put this thing in, last year?
Yeah.
That's from Amazon. That's like the gift bag that they give you if you select gift wrap. This package.
Wow. That's interesting.
That's why I was so confused whenever you were like,
Yeah.
what a nice bag.
I don't use Amazon, okay? Look, I know Amazon owns
Your
Twitch,
current
but
one
like,
isn't-
they don't have the infrastructure to, you know, do things like in a reasonable time that any other company can't do here in New Zealand. Like, most of the stuff has to come from Australia because they've got hubs in Australia. So basically all of it has to come through Australia, which is basically where everything else has to come from, unless it's already in the country, which then you might as well just use New Zealand companies to do that, you know? They're just not established in New Zealand, basically.
Yeah.
And that's fine. They obviously don't care about us, and that's fine. I appreciate that. You know, Jeff, he doesn't need my money. He already gets enough of it, you know? He doesn't need many more. He doesn't need many more
that's
monies.
my future sugar daddy you're talking about.
Well, you can tell him that he can open up New Zealand and I'll give him monies, but if he doesn't, I won't give him monies.
Okay.
I think that's
Don't worry,
a fair deal,
I'll
personally.
I'm gonna solve world hunger, and everything will be fixed. To solve the housing crisis. It'll be okay.
Fair enough. Depends on the size of the order. Yeah, that is true as well. Very true. I could do it quicker, but it'll be like a $20 delivery fee. Yeah. Delivery charges are so expensive though.
Do you not have Prime?
Exclamation point Prime.
Whoa.
Oh, you mean
you know?
You mean the other benefits of Amazon Prime?
Yeah. Did you know that with
Not the whole free sub on Twitch thing.
Amazon
other
Prime,
bit.
you can get a free sub every month to your favorite streamer?
But apparently you can actually get benefits from Amazon themselves.
Yeah, I guess, but that's not what's important here. What is important? Subscribing to your favorite streamer on Twitch.
Wow, what a seamless integration. Wow. Man. Try and do the overnight shipping option, but it's so expensive. Yeah, that's probably because, you know, shipping something overnight is expensive.
Yeah, with Prime you get free next day delivery.
That's pretty
on
cool.
certain things if you order before a certain time.
That's pretty cool. And they're stunning us like crazy. Jeez. I like how it says your favorite streamer and not your favorite streamer. It does say favorite streamer. It has a U in it.
You instead of your.
To you favorite streamer. Oh. Because I'm cool, you know. I thought you were complaining about the U in favorite.
I mean, that is
because you put the
we
U in
weren't gonna
favorite.
unpack that.
That's because
right
I'm
now.
from New Zealand, okay? And that's how we spell it. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I'll fix it now, though. Not the you, but the your. But I'll fix that. I just can't speak or type.
Oh, my sister got home from work.
Tell her I hope she had a fantastic day.
She did not. Oh gosh.
No. This is tragic. What happened? Did Karen come in and tell her she was doing a bad job?
I can't.
Or you can't say on
Hold
stream.
on, I'll type it to
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Yikes. That sounds really bad then. There we go. I fixed it now. It should be better next time we have to do that.
Are you on Do Not Disturb so that it doesn't pop up?
No, but it shouldn't, because I turned off the integration. And if it does, I'll just switch screen. Problem solved. But it won't.
I guess it's not that. Wait, I'll do a test one first.
It shouldn't. Yeah, it doesn't come through.
Okay.
It doesn't come through. I turned off the integration because it's just annoying. I don't like going on Do Not Disturb mode. Because I'm already on streamer mode, so, you know, which is basically Do Not Disturb mode, so just defeats the point in my opinion. But, yeah. Oh my
I sent
gosh.
it to you.
Oh my gosh. Yikes. America. Gotta love it. You have high quality people in your country.
Oh, yeah, only the best.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Just amazing. But yeah, what else should we talk about? We've talked about a lot today so far.
I don't know. It just has to flow naturally.
Chat, what are we talking about next? What's the topic that you want me to discuss? I feel like we need to get like chat opinions on what I should discuss. I'm taking questions from chat.
They have flies. They're stinky.
Yeah, they're diseased. Nope, they're
Oops.
desiccated. I don't know what desiccated means, but they are that. Why did I enchant that? I don't know. I am dumb. That is fine. Right. How long left do we have of this area? I think we've got a... I don't think we've got too long, which is good. Then I'm going to take a really quick break. to get more water because I am completely out. Actually, no, I'm not. There's a little bit left.
This is so sad.
Now I'm completely out of water. This is tragic. This
No.
is tragic. I'm gonna die of thirst. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna dehydrate. I'm gonna go wrinkly and dehydrate myself. Oh no.
You're gonna turn into.
A
Oh my
prune.
god! Instead of Raisin Bran, it's Raisin Brent.
Yeah, that's me. Raisin Brent. Coming at you. With a new dried
That's
vegetable.
so sad.
Is grape a vegetable? No, it's a
What?
fruit. Grape vegetable. Yep. Makes sense.
Oh my god.
Definitely. 100% for sure. Grape is vegetable. Yep. Definitely. Desiccated means dead from a destructive situation. This is so sad. They got destructed. Don't you feel sorry for these dudes?
I do.
They're just dudes and they got destructed. How
just little
dare someone
guys.
destruct them?
They're just little guys and it's their birthday. You wouldn't hit a little guy on his birthday.
It's like those you wouldn't steal a car.
What?
You know at the start of the movies how you're not meant to pirate them? They're like, you wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal a... Did you not have that?
I've never seen that in my life.
Oh my gosh. I thought that was like universal. Maybe it's just in New Zealand.
No. We just have like the screen of doom. It's like this warning screen that's like, you will be charged if you steal this movie.
Hold up, I'm sending this to you. This is like really old. Like, this isn't recent. This is like old.
Okay. I'll check whenever we get in here.
Yeah. We need to heal the water. We're not getting in there.
What?
We've already been in there. You need to heal the water,
Well,
dude.
I thought you had to go back in and heal it. I wasn't paying that much
No,
attention.
you can't go under the water to heal it. You gotta heal it from the top. SMH, my head.
You gotta do it from the source.
Yeah, that is the top.
No.
Yep.
That's like...
I would know. I'm the water king.
I just made a face. Sure.
Thank you for agreeing with me. Very kind.